Hi, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you a couple of things that I do with Google, with particularly my Gmail account, but really it's about my whole profile. Okay, I've mentioned on a forum or two that I'm on how I use Google alerts to let me know about my articles. So I'm going to show you how to do that and how I use iGoogle as my homepage to keep track of all my sites and things like that. So I'm going to show you that as well. What I've done is I've set up a whole new Gmail account for this video. They're free. Now the only thing I will say is if you're into black hat stuff, if you're doing lots and lots of spamming and things like that, I wouldn't be using Gmail. Okay, use one of the other, Yahoo, or use your own email to keep track of stuff, because I personally think Google do check everything and they do index everything and they do spider everything, which of course is good when you're trying to get a site indexed and build up some some points. But if you're doing something super duper dodgy, then maybe you don't want to be putting too much info into your Gmail account. Anyway, let's start off with setting up alerts. So you can see I've signed in, and just go to more, and then you want even more, and right at the top here it says alerts. Okay, so say your author name is Joe Smith, which I don't recommend because you want something that's not going to turn up loads of results that are nothing to do with you. So try and pick names that are a little bit rarer, and then just put the name in there. And then this means that every time Google find your name, they'll send you an email. They may only send it once a day. See, look, you can pick, as it happens, once a day, once a week. This is a good way of knowing that your articles are getting out there. It's also a good way of finding anybody who's using your article with your name but without a link in it, which I've found a few of. You can also use this for research. So you could put in, say you were going to build a site on acne. Okay, you could put a search term of acne in there, and every time Google found a new blog post or a new website or a web page that they felt was relevant for that term, they would send you a notification. And then you can use that for research. You can make a comment in there linking back to your site. You can contact the site owner and ask if they want a guest post, link swap, whatever you want. Just create the alert. Comprehensive, once a day. There you go, you're done. And my main account has probably got 40 or 50 of these, but you can have as many as you like. The next thing we're going to do is set up a home page. Go to even more again. Look, you can see all the different things that they offer. iGoogle. What it's done is it's got my local time on there. It is 5:30 Tuesday, February the 9th. And it's got me as Salt Lake because my internet provider, obviously the IP address is showing that I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm actually not. I'm right at the other end of Utah. But that doesn't really matter too much. It's got the YouTube on there, so if you want that. It's got CNN, and it's got some videos, and then it's got my Gmail account. Now, we can change things on this. Okay? So you can move stuff around. There you go. So you can put anything you like there, you can move those around, but you can also add different ones, which is what I'm just going to do. Settings. And then we want the iGoogle settings. Okay, language English, Salt Lake City. Let's change that. Save that to start with. Okay. And what I want to do is add some more gadgets. Bookmarks. So there you go. With this is one I use, but you can add 6 Ls that are used daily. So you could put in your 6 main sites. Okay, and then go back to iGoogle Home. Now, I want to add a location. I actually don't normally use this one. So, what have I got? My site. And look at that. It's gone off and instantly found that as a heading. Add bookmarks. Now each of these, you can just click on it and it will take you to that page. Okay, there's lots of little gadgets you can add in, have a play around. The reason I like this is because I can set this as my home page. I have iGoogle as my home page, and then I can just go and check my help desk every day. I can go and look at any of the websites. Obviously you can add bookmarks and you can remove them. So what you could do here is you could put in your things to do tomorrow. So if you've got 5 sites that you want to work on tomorrow, for example, you could put them all in here and then just delete them as you work on them. So the first thing in the morning, see, I have on my own homepage, I have forums that I visit, I have my Google Analytics, I have my Google Webmaster. Okay, but that's what I use it for. It's nice and easy. This opens up as soon as I start up my browser. This is the first thing I see. If I've got any notes for myself, I leave them on here. You can have a calendar. My wife uses it a lot with a calendar, mainly for keeping track of things that I should have done around the house, and I haven't usually done them. But it's really useful. Okay, it's much better than having a pad of paper on your desktop that can get covered in tea stains and bits of paper on top of it and you lose track. Okay, last one I'm going to cover. As I said, this is a real short video, going to try and keep it simple, is the Reader. Okay, Google Reader is really useful for keeping track of your marketplace. You can load in your favourite blogs, and then rather than having to go and visit all of them, you just come here and you can see them all here. You can read all the news. But what you can also do is add your own sites to it. Now the reason I suggest this is because I think Google check what's being read. If lots of people are adding websites into Google Readers all across the world, it must be popular. It must be worth checking out. So all you would do, where it says add a subscription, put in the URL. Okay? I've already done this once, so I don't know if it will take it. And I can't spell. And there you go, it's gone off. You've subscribed to Gout Assistant and it's gone off and found the latest posts from that website. And that is really all there is to it. So you've set up iGoogle as your home page. Oh, did I show that bit? Let me just show you that. So go to Options, Use Current Page, and then OK it. And then when you restart, you should get asked to sign into iGoogle, which again, super simple. Make sure when you're setting up your account you do remember your password, because I've had that once or twice, or I can't remember the password. That's really all I wanted to cover. Setting up Google Alerts, very useful for keeping track of your authors in UAW, AMA, MAS, all those places that we use for distributing articles. Very useful for keeping track of your reputation if you're selling things online. You want to know what people are saying about you. And I use iGoogle to keep bookmarks of all my websites so that I can go and visit them easily. That's about it. Short and sweet. I hope it helps a little bit. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave me a note. Cheers.